me, Amanda, the LA Doula, here with wet hair because I have time to make this video while my baby is sleeping and I don't want to waste time drying my hair, so taking it back to the 80s. It's really been weighing on my heart lately to do a quick video about sleep. So I have a lot of new moms in my life and it seems to be the number one thing. How do I get my baby to sleep? I just want to talk to you. I have 2 kids. I've gone through sleep with both of them. And I wanted to sort of open your brain up to maybe some thoughts you hadn't thought of yet. So one is, parenting does not stop at night. And so just because your child is not sleeping at night or you feel like they should be sleeping longer, it doesn't mean that you necessarily are going to get your standard 8 hours of sleep that you used to get. So parenting goes into the night and your baby still needs you at night. Another thing to think about is if your husband or your partner or even your best friend was crying in the room and screaming out your name because they wanted you to come and give them a drink of water or give them a hug, would you ignore them until they stopped so that they knew you would not come anymore? I mean, I'm not sure why we're doing this to our young babies. They are in need of you. I know it's tiring. I know. I've been through it with both of my kids. I know it feels like you're at the end of your rope. I know it feels like you're never going to get through it, but I'm telling you, you will. My 7-year-old was a very bad sleeper when she was younger. We really tried all kinds of things to get her to sleep. And you know, the only thing that really worked was co-sleeping and nursing. And she really stayed in our bed. It was so hard, you guys. I totally get wanting to give up and just do cry it out because it seems like there's no other option. But if you really break it down, we're letting our babies cry until they sort of give up and self-soothe. Why? They're babies. They rely on us. We are their mothers. This is a part of motherhood that we have to get through. Yes, it sucks, but it builds character. It builds patience. It really brings out a part of being a mom in you that is about self-sacrifice. And now my daughter, the older one, she sleeps through the night. She doesn't make a peep. It took until she was about 3 years old, but no, she's fine now, an amazing sleeper. Now my new baby, she sleeps in big increments, but she still wakes up 2 or 3 times a night and she's 18 months old. But now I go into her room with a thankfulness that I have an 18-month-old to go to. I spend those times loving her and kissing her and letting her know I'm there for her. You know, of course there have been nights where I wanted to kick the wall, but overall, this time around, I've let all of that go and I've just been her mom because I know that she needs me. And you know, sleep is a very personal thing for each family. Each family has to do what works for them. But I just want to encourage you, there are so many books, podcasts, Instagram posts about baby sleep because babies do not sleep. The way that we have been trained to think that they sleep. Babies do not sleep 8 hours a night. Okay, maybe you have that miracle baby that does, but in reality, it just doesn't happen. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Don't you think maybe primally that is what they're supposed to be doing? Maybe they are supposed to be waking up that many times a night because that is how they are built. I just want you to know that you are not alone. There are millions of mothers going through the same thing that you are. It will pass, and try to approach sleep and nighttime as a time of parenting that you're just learning more about your child. Hang on, it's going to be over before you know it. Nothing wrong with loving on your baby, nursing your baby, co-sleeping, laying with your baby, rocking your baby to sleep, holding your baby's hand to sleep. I mean, I cannot believe that I see advice that says do not touch your baby so that when they wake up, they're not missing you, or don't hold your baby's hand to sleep so that they get used to that. I mean, do you hear what we're telling parents? This is insane. No, especially during these times, we need to be loving on our children as much as we possibly can. And some of you will say, but I work in the morning, but I need to get my sleep. I'm telling you, it's just a season and it will be over before you know it. You've got to take the daytime to bring in your self-care. You've got to get a great coffee that you love. You've got to get a Kindle, so if you're up at night nursing, you have something to read. Download a great book that you've been, wanting to read for a long time. You've got to take naps during the day. Your husband or your partner get up in the morning with baby and let you sleep even an extra hour each morning. That's 7 hours. So that's a whole nother day of sleep if you think about it. You've got to be creative, but it's only for a season. And in the end, your baby will be full of love and peace. And ultimately, that's going to make them a better baby. It's going to make them a more peaceful human being, and will sleep eventually. They will get there, I promise. So anyway, just my 2 cents.